Hello everyone, we're from Group 4 and we're gonna present a part chapter 5 about theoretical framework and hypothesis development. Before we jump into our presentation, let us introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Iqbal with last digit of NPM 132.
My name is Divia Salsabila with the digit last of NPM is 124.
My name is Khoirul Anam with last three digit of NPM is 170.
Right, the need for a theoretical framework. A theoretical framework represents your belief on how certain phenomena or variable or concept are related to each other. An explanation of why you believe that these variables are associated with each other. The process of constructing a theoretical framework involves several key steps. The first one is conceptual definition, conceptual model development, and theory formation. And the next one is variable. A variable is a characteristic that can fluctuate or vary taking on different value over time or across different entities. There is some type of variable. The first one is dependent variable, independent variable, moderating variable, and mediating variable. And next one is how theory is generated. Theory is generated through problem identification, literature review, variable identification, logical connection, theoretical framework development, advocating underlying theory, formatting hypothesis, empirical testing, theory evaluating, and refinement in an interactive process. This process integrates research finding and logical deduction to construct a comprehensive understanding of phenomena. There are three components of the theoretical framework. The first one is clear definition of relevant variable, conceptual model, explanation of relationship.
Next one is hypothesis development. Definition of a hypothesis. A hypothesis is a provisional statement that is both tentative and testable, offering prediction about the outcome anticipated in empirical data. This hypothesis stem from the underlying theory that inform your conceptual model and typically involve rational assertion. In essence, hypothesis represent logically conjecture connection between multiple variables, articulate as testable statement through testing this hypothesis and validating the conjecture relationship. Researchers aim to identify potential solution to address the encountered problem. And next one is statement of hypothesis format. Hypothesis can take various form to test relationship between variable or differences among groups. One common format is the if-then statement, which present a conditional relationship. This conditional relationship, there are two conditional relationship. First one is proportion format. Example, young woman will be more likely to express dissatisfaction with their body weight when they are more frequently exposed to image of thin models in advertisement. Second one is if-then statement format. Example, if young women are more frequently exposed to image of thin models in advertisement, then they will be more likely to express dissatisfaction with their body weight. And next one is directional and non-directional hypothesis. There are 2 points. The first one is directional hypothesis. This hypothesis indicate the direction of the relationship between variable or the nature of differences between groups. There are example one is the greater the stress experienced in the job, the lower the job satisfaction of employees. And women are more motivated than men. And the second point is non-directional hypothesis. This hypothesis suggests a relationship or difference without specifying its direction. For example, there is a relation between arousal-seeking tendency and consumer preference for complex product design. And for the example two is there is a difference between the work ethic value of American and Asian employees.
Null and alternate hypothesis. This is structured to be rejected in favor of an alternative hypothesis. It is presumed true until statistical evidence suggests otherwise through hypothesis testing. For example, null hypothesis might assert that advertising has no effect on sales, or that there is no difference in shoe purchase between men and women. Null hypothesis typically state the absence of a significant relationship between variables or the absence of a significant difference between groups, often expressed as zero correlations between variables or zero difference in group means. And the alternative hypothesis contrasts the null hypothesis, proposing a relationship between variables or difference between groups. For instance, the alternative hypothesis may suggest a significant correlations between variable or significant difference in group means. Next. The next is about managerial implications. The managerial implications emphasize the importance of manager being equipped with an understanding of theoretical frameworks, hypothesis generations, moderating variables, statistical significance, and hypothesis testing outcome. This knowledge enables managers to critically assess research reports, discern how various factors might influence potential solutions, and recognize the limitations of proposed solutions. Ultimately, it empowers managers to make informed decisions, navigate research finding effectively, and address organizational challenges soundly. And for the conclusion, theoretical frameworks serve as the cornerstone of research endeavors, providing a structured framework for understanding the relationship between variables. By delineating concepts such as independent, dependent, moderating, and mediating variables, researchers can elucidate the complex dynamic underlying the phenomena under investigations. Moreover, hypothesis development plays a pivotal role in hypothesis testing, enabling researchers to formulate testable assertions about the relationship between variables, whether directional or non-directional hypotheses. Hypotheses guide the empirical investigations, facilitating the validations of proposed relations and the generations of actionable insight. Central to hypothesis testing are null and alternative hypotheses, which provide a framework for assessing the validity of proposed relationships. That's all our presentations. Thank you for listening.